Hello, fellow educators. Welcome to the Technology and Content Engagement presentation. I am Gail Sylvester-Conrad. I have over 10 years secondary mathematics teaching experience. I'm a second-time graduate student at Texas State University, presently pursuing a master's in educational technology. My new focus marries my passion for mathematics with technology for learning in a new age to increase student engagement and success. How can we shake up learning when you've been at teaching for such a long time? And even for the new teachers, well, Google Form is one of the free technological tools that I'm showing you today to improve your content engagement. Why Google Forms? First of all, it's a great free assessment tool. Its interface is free and easy to navigate if it is that you have a Gmail account. It assists with classroom management. I use it for my warm-ups, my exit tickets, my group activities. It's an excellent active research tool for educators with data analyzing capabilities if it is that you want to see how your lesson for that particular day went. It's a quick and easy grading option, which I really like. It's easily accessible by students using their personal devices for quick response time, whether they're using their iPhones, their Chromebooks, their iPads. Now, I have some examples here, samples, uses of Google Forms. Some of them I discussed already with you: warm-ups, exit tickets, interest questionnaires, quizzes, parental forms, test reviews, and group activities. So I'm going to go open up one of them at least and show you some of the sample exit tickets that I have done. So we have here, this is an exit ticket I did. The last 10 minutes of class, the students have completed their lesson for the day, and this is what happened. Exit ticket: before you leave class today, answer the following questions. So I collected their name, their email address. What is one thing you didn't get about today's lesson? What are two things you remember about today's lesson? And give an example of a parallel and perpendicular lines in real life. Okay, and I collected that information. I addressed some of the answers that students would have given at the end of that class, so that any misconceptions that they had about the lesson would have been cleared up within that time frame. Okay, so let's come out of there. And the other one I had was an example of a quiz. This particular quiz was on chapter 6, logarithmic. It was a logarithmic quiz. Then they had to put their name, their class period, write in logarithmic form. So you can see that it's also used for quick formative assessment, as I said before. Okay, just to give you an idea. And let's come out of that. Okay, so I know that you're anxious to get started, but before you get started, I want you to remember three things. First of all, you need to determine the purpose of your Google form. What is the purpose? What do I want it for? Is it for interest questionnaire? Is it for a formative type assessment? Is it for group work? Okay, establish what is the format that I want my Google form to be in. Do I just want multiple choice where I want students to just reproduce quick facts? Do I want more details as in the exit tickets? Then I will use more short responses or paragraphs. And how will my data be analyzed? Am I looking at this data individually if I have a small class, or am I looking at this data for the large classes? Between classes to see the performance. So how will my data be analyzed? Okay, so let's get started. Today I'm going to do two Google Forms. One is going to be an interest questionnaire, like I said, for those seminar types or for your first day of class. When you do a Google search, this is what you're going to find. It's going to be basically, just bring it up a bit. This is what you're going to see. It's going to be a template gallery with all the different templates that you can use. For the purpose of today's demonstration, I'm going to use a blank form. Okay, so before I can even start to create my Google form, I need to name it. Like I said, I'm going to do an interest questionnaire. So interest questionnaire. Okay, and as you recognize, when I put the name to the very top right left-hand corner, that the interest questionnaire name came here also. I can change the name or I can leave it the same. This description is just simply getting to know you. Okay, so I'm coming to the very top here by the customized theme palette, and that will help me personalize my Google form. So I'm going to choose an image, how I want it to look. There are a number of themes to the left-hand side, work and school, illustrations, birthday. For this purpose, I'm just going to use a butterfly because I want students to feel comfortable, and that's a calming effect. There are also where I could have uploaded whatever pictures I had saved, or I can just use whatever photos there are there. I can change the color a little bit. I can make it purple. That's the theme color, and I can change the background also. And let me close this off. Okay, so now I have the look of my questionnaire, my interest questionnaire. Now I'm going to produce the first question. And because it's an interest questionnaire, of course I want to know, what is your name? Okay, now what you would recognize right here at the right hand side by the down arrow, it's going to be a number of options. Google predicts what you're going to, or what your answer should be like. So it's predicting that it should be a short answer, but I'm just going to pull it up so you can see. There are a number of other types or formats that your answer could be in: short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, you name it. Your answer can be in that format, but I'm going to just stick with short answer because I want them to produce their name. Okay, I want to add another question. I'm going to here by the plus sign, adds question, and the second question is, what is your class period? Okay, so if it is at the high school level, what is your class period might be an interesting question I need to ask, so I can compare classes. If you're at the university level, are you a sophomore? Are you a junior? Are you a freshman? And I'm going to pick check boxes as my options this time. And period 1, add another, and period 2, add another option, period 3. And you would recognize that any X's, any extra, I can remove by clicking on the X. Okay, I want to add one other question really quickly, and the other question is, what is your favorite music? Okay, so this one I'm going to be a little bit different. What's your favorite music? I can use a multiple choice option this time, and I want to add something. So I have an option, probably pop culture. And I want to look up a picture this time of Google search for pop culture. Pop culture image. Okay, and anything that looks like it represents pop culture. Britney Spears is a pop culture person. I will put Britney Spears in, and that represents my image for pop culture. And I can add another option again, and this time I'll do country. Okay, and I can add a picture, but I think you've gotten the idea of it. What you would recognize at the very bottom is there's a required tab. I can switch it if I need to, or I can leave it as it is. For the purpose of now, I'm leaving it as required. Okay, and then I'm going to, I can put a description, I can reshuffle the order, I can go to section based on the answer. Okay, and I'm going to leave it as required. And here's a fun thing. I can go to settings, I said I can say that I want to collect the email responses, limit to 1, so I don't want too many students answering, the same students answering over and over, and I'm gonna leave it, save that. Also, I can go to preview to preview my questionnaire. This is how it's going to look. This is how my students are going to see it. And I can even answer it. So I'm going to just fill out some of the stuff just to see what it's going to look like when I fill it out. What's your name? Okay, and my class period, I'm going to select it. What's my favorite music? Happens to be pop culture, and submit. Okay, and I'm going to come out of here. As a teacher, when you go to the form, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing the responses one student answered. I can go through now and see which student answered based on their name. I can see that Gail answered here. I can close it off, showing that I'm no longer accepting any responses. I can look at this based on a spreadsheet. I can create a new spreadsheet. I can use the existing spreadsheet, create. So this is the analyzing features about Google Form that I was telling you that's so great, that you can use instant real-time analysis. Okay, so that's great. I can come out of here now. And I want to go towards making another Google form. So let's come out of here. Okay, this time, like I said, I'm going to make a quiz. So I'm using the blank quiz template. Let's put the name. Because I teach algebra, I'm going to put algebra quiz. Okay, whatever your content area is, that's what you're going to put. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It should always work. I can just highlight it again and paste also. Algebra quiz, the description, review algebra. Okay, so same thing as before. I want to go to the customize theme. I want to personalize my quiz. I'm using, again, work in school. This time it's a little bit more formal. I'm using a school setting. I'm inserting that. Using different color to the background and to the theme. Close off my options. This is how my form is going to look, my algebra quiz. So I want to get to the first question. The first question for my algebra is simplify. 4x plus 3 minus, say, 2x plus 6. Okay, that's my first question. So I can require that it be a short answer, or I can require that it be multiple choice. I'm in this case going to require multiple choice. And the first answer, I'm just going to make up some numbers, 2x plus 3. Add another 2x plus 9. Sorry, 2x plus 9. And I can add another option, 7x plus 8. Okay, and I'm going to take off all the extras. So that was my first question. This one's a little different in that because it's a quiz, I have an answer key to fill in. So I'm going to the answer key and I want to put the correct answer. Say this is the correct answer, and the feedback they're going to get for either incorrect answer, I can give them a hint of group-like terms. Or I can save that, or I can go to correct answer and I can put good job to encourage the students. Okay, and I can save it. All right, and I also have the feature where I can put the points for that particular question if it's a quiz, and I want to put 2 points. Okay, I don't have to put both, I can put one or the other. And I want to add another question. This time I want to add a question that is worded, and as a result of that, I'm going to go to here where I took a picture of the question Okay, browse instead, sorry, upload. I'm gonna browse and I'm gonna look for EDC20 and I have cookies is the name of it. And there's my question. I have the option of putting answer the question. Or I could leave it as it is. I can put short answer this time, or I could have put multiple choice. It's up to me. I can also center my questions. And the short answer key I'm going to put is, for the correct answer, they're going to have to put n minus 10 equals 30. Okay, and mark all the other answers incorrect. I can add feedback. Same thing. Group. Oh, how many cookies started? Okay, just to give an idea how many cookies they started with, I can also have the option of adding a link to a video. There's so many cool things if they get the wrong answer to help them out, to help review. Okay, I can save that. And there you go. There is also another cool feature about this that I want to show you. If I come here and I'm add a section. Now you would recognize that the first one was a simplifying and the second one is going to be a little different. It was a solving. So I want to separate my sections and I put solving, algebraic, equations. Okay, just because I have different sections, you're testing many different sections, you have that option also of making sure and separate it. So that's a really cool advanced feature I also like about this. So I can go to settings just like before. I want to collect their responses. I want to limit to one response. I want them to see the chart of text responses. It's a possibility. I can go to presentation, show progress bar, sorry, and I can save it. Again, just like before, I want to go to preview to see what it looks like. And this is what my quiz looks like. I can test it out, put my email address, put one of the answers, go to next. Because it's sectionized, it has a next option at the very bottom. I can put an answer here, n plus 10 equal 30. And I can click submit. Let's see what happens. Student has the option. This is what the student is going to see. They probably have the option of viewing their score. So the student got 2 out of 2 points. They got both questions. They got 2 out of 2 for the first one and they got 0 points for the second. Okay. The other reason probably is because I probably didn't put any points. So as a teacher, I can go back and fix now that form. And that's the great thing about this. Okay, so I hope these forms were helpful in helping you make your content engaging. Let me just come out of this. So thank you for viewing this presentation. Please have fun with your students learning in a new age, and I look forward to your questions and comments. Bye.